Hello YouTube, welcome to today's reading. Today we have a reading, 3-pile card reading about what they wish they had said to you. We're going to choose 3 cards to start our 3 piles. So right away we have, take this one for the first pile. Second pile, and one more for the third. Filling this one. And this is for what they wished they had said to you. What was left unsaid between you guys. If you like to choose with crystals, let me pop these on. For card number 1, we have the Pyrite. For card number 2, or pile number 2, we have the Tourmaline. And for card number 3, pile number 3, we have a Moldavite. Okay, this is the reading for what they wish they had said to you. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and we're going to go ahead and choose some more tarot cards for this reading, as well as some oracle decks. So pick your pile or pick your card and check out the timestamp down on the description box. Bye guys. Okay guys, we're going to do the pile picking on camera, so if you wish to skip over this, go ahead and just please go down to the timestamp of your specific pile. I just decided to include this in last minute. I have not looked at what these cards are, so it's going to be a surprise to all of us. So for our first pile, filling these. This is going to be a pretty in-depth reading on what was left unsaid, what they wish they had said to you before possibly parting ways, or whatever the situation comes out for your pile. Interesting card coming out. Look at this one. Okay, let's get some tarot decks on here. Let's get this one. Pile 1. Pile 2 is almost complete. Let's go on pile 3. And this guy. Peace. You. Let's take some from this. Oh, I sense that one. Ooh. Let's take this top one. That's for pile 1. Right away, that one. These cards feel pretty wild today. I'm not sure what's that Moldavite energy. So let's take one last card from our oracle deck. card for pile 1. Pile 2, it's final. And one more for pile 3. And this was actually my very first deck. My husband gave it to me. So if you're here with me for the pile picking, we have pile 1 with our Pyrite, pile 2 with our black Tourmaline, and pile 3 with our Moldavite. So now down in the description will be the timestamp for each pile, and we'll see you there for your reading. Bye guys. Hello, pile number 1. So for this pile we have the Pyrite. And you chose this card. Let's see what we have. We have, I want to keep this secret. Okay. Let's get all these cards. We have Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Interesting with this card. I want to keep this secret. Tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. A dog far away, distant friend is thinking of you. V, for victory in some endeavor. I'm already getting some very strong messages, and it's mostly about, well, let's look at the rest of the cards. Let's see. We have the King of Swords, the Empress, the Two of Cups, wow, King of Swords again, right beneath each other. These are very strong group of cards. Six of Cups, we have another cup, and the High Priestess. Final, we have the Inner Child. Okay guys, I'm gonna say this kindly, and if I don't want to offend anybody, but I feel this reading has to do with some immaturity for sure. I want to say you think of yourself as somebody very grounded. You think of yourself as somebody that has a very put together, that you could see things pretty clearly, that you could read the room. But I want to say somebody really kind of played you. With this reading, I'm feeling somebody really had their way with you. They kind of had their cake and they ate it too. They probably had somebody that was actually a full-time lover, but they also enjoyed stringing you along. I feel you kind of know that you felt for this or fell for this. I feel you know that you fell for it and you probably shouldn't have, but I feel you also think of yourself as somebody that's very conscious and very self-aware and very grown up. I feel that you think that you knew every trick, but in reality, I feel this person kind of played you, and they're pretty good at it. So you could be these feelings of a very mature, grounded person, but I feel the individual that had something where you guys left unsaid knew how to play this game well. They were kind of a professional at this game. They were somebody who knew how to have both pieces of the puzzle. There was somebody who knew how to have a spouse and have an opportunity outside their marriage, an affair. They knew how to sweet talk. They were very proud, very boastful, very, how this card says, very arrogant. I feel this person knew exactly how to kind of win you over, and you really fell for this person. And it has to do some work actually with your inner self, with your inner child. I feel you might already know this. You know that you had a little bit of naiveness, or you're just a little bit naive. And it probably comes from some healing that needs to be done as from your past. Possibly from your parents maybe sheltering you, or are you kind of just having it not easy, but you're being very good at everything. I feel you're someone that was very good at their grades, or somebody that was very good at school or sports, and you're kind of just used to getting that gold star. So this was something that kind of came from left field, that somebody can actually have the power to sort of kind of play with you like this. And I feel you're very unaware with this Empress card. I feel that you were very much grounded, you thought you were. Your conscious mind kind of thought that you knew better, you knew how to navigate the world, and this really hit you for surprise, for someone to have played you this way, or someone to have kind of disrupted kind of your goals in life, or how grounded you were, how you felt you knew about yourself, and how grounded your life was. I feel your environment's very childlike. I'm feeling you know this slightly about yourself, but you kind of don't want to give in or even admit it. But I feel your environment, they kind of treat you as possibly like a little kid, or they treat you like you don't know any better. Not sure if someone's possibly like smothering you and taking control of your life rather quickly, like mothering you. And being mothered, it's perfectly fine, but there's a point where it kind of affects your growth. If someone's just going to take care of things for you and pay all your schools and your bills and everything, and you never had that grounding to really know how to navigate life and know how to do things for yourself. And I feel this person really took advantage of that. They kind of knew about it. It was definitely something that was kept secret, or your relationship or you were kept secret. They didn't really bring you out in the open much. And I feel the message that I have from them, I don't feel like a sorry per se, but I feel they kind of felt bad for messing with something they knew how to navigate around. And it was just this childlike persona. They knew that they had the advantage. Even they knew that they could really play this up in a sense. I feel deep down that you are somebody that's very mentally grounded, and you, just because you have this inner child part of you, I feel you really know how to kind of like wake up from things and get your things together rather quick. And I feel it's a good sign. This person kind of just knew at the time that you had this going on, this kind of like child work that needed to happen. And it's more that they kind of took advantage of it. So I'm sensing a lot of just compassion now in their lives. I'm sensing they just have a little bit of compassion for how it ended, how they kind of kept you secret, how they knew how to toy with you per se. And I don't sense a whole lot of sorry. I find this person to be kind of a little bit arrogant, or a little bit self-assured, in slightly in a toxic manner, like, or they're kind of healing from that, from that kind of toxicity. But they do have compassion for what they did, and I don't see them necessarily coming back into your life, but I see them having compassion and never trying that again. So even as much as you want them to return, it's kind of best you let them go, just because of the dynamic of how they were playing with you, and they truly probably weren't as committed as you were per se. And yeah, I'm sorry if this reading is slightly not as positive as the others, and if this just did not resonate with you, or you're just not happy about it, please check out pile 2 or pile 3. But if this resonated for you, I feel it's just a good time for you overall, and I feel that you you're kind of getting out of allowing someone like that to kind of be in your life and cause that kind of dynamic. So with that, I leave you group 1, and thanks for watching. Please see the description below for any personalized readings. And if you like a second or third reading, I have group 2 and group 3. Bye guys. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this pile, then this is your reading. We have the black Tourmaline, as well as, let's see, breaking promises. With this reading, we have a harp, great happiness, a mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change, a hand in need of help, assistance, and guidance, and chair filled, someone new is entering in your life. We have the Emperor, Wheel of Fortune, very strong cards, and the Hermit, all 3 strong cards. As well as the Devil, the Knight of Wands, and the 9 of Swords, and letting go. Okay, I feel with this card you're kind of with somebody that was definitely very masculine, very strong. I feel they're very good at possibly like business and business matters. I'm sensing there was somebody maybe slightly older than you, but they're very, or at least their energy was slightly older than you. If not, maybe by a lot, by energy. But I feel there's somebody very gallant and very, just the kind of person that would open all the doors and do all the right things in the relationship or in the interaction that you guys had. Definitely with this broken promises, I feel possibly they were kind of just too much involved with their work and they just didn't really have the space for you per se, or in whatever they were doing. I just feel they didn't have the room for you, the space. It's not that there was somebody else in the picture. I feel them just very focused in whatever they were doing, and it made you feel like you didn't quite fit into their life. I feel you really wanted that happy ending, and you really saw this being a very big potential, especially probably I feel like their earning income or their earning status was something that you really admired about them or aspired from them. You really enjoyed when you guys were together. It was somebody that possibly knew how to lavish you, but they were also kind of not really present in the moments that you guys spent together. I feel they couldn't see this. They couldn't see that they were so distracted from you two, or your time together, or growing together, or even I feel they couldn't see the importance of connecting. There was somebody that thought that what their status was, or what they were doing in their life was not more important, but kind of what led the relationship, or it would be good enough with what they could possibly provide or pave for your lives together. But I feel you were a person that needed more, and you did kind of daydream and see this as a possibility. It kind of brought you happiness in a dreamy state. You would daydream about it, and with this harp here, I feel like you could daydream or see your whole lives together. But in the end, there was just always just something missing, and it wasn't something physical or tangible. It was something emotional that was always missing from the interaction between you two. I feel you've gone into solitude, or you're going into solitude pretty soon. And I I feel your mind is kind of like moving in directions. Like, I don't know if you're doing a lot of changes or if you've moved from the vicinity of this past person, but I feel your life has changed. It's kind of totally different. Whereas if you guys went out to dinner, it would be like a 3-hour dinner, kind of getting to know you again, because I feel a lot of changes have moved. You've probably even moved locations where you're not exposed to the same lifestyle as was when this person knew you. And they kind of know that. They know that they've had to let you go. And they know, I feel that you've probably even been dating or they've seen you interacting with somebody else. And I feel the message for them is they just know it's over. And I feel their message is they always want to be here for you. They don't have that drive of a desire to kind of stop and change. But I feel they know they always want to be here for you. Like if you called them, they would answer if you said, I'm in this problem, or I need a job, or I need a reference letter, or I need just any kind of anything. I feel they want you to know they would be there for you. I don't see them with somebody, or if they are, it's not real important to them or very profound. But I feel they want you to know that they'll always be there for you, because I don't feel you guys ended on bad terms. It was just something that kind of fizzled away, and it was because the foundation didn't feel there for you, or the connection wasn't big enough for you. I feel your environment right now is definitely completely different. And you kind of have a little bit of fear of whether things will progress for you with somebody else. I feel you're kind of in just in dating, you're just hanging out, but you're making a lot of moves with yourself, with your spirit. I sense a lot of yourself is growing up and your spirit's changing, and you're just really becoming a whole different person, where this letting go, you're able to let go now, and you're actually kind of able to kind of spot these people that aren't really emotionally available. Though they're tangibly available, they can afford a spouse, or they can afford going on vacation and having a good time, but they're not really emotionally available. And you're kind of more aware of it, which is probably why the situation happened to you to begin with. Which, it wasn't a bad situation. I feel it was a very learning, and you're aware. I feel you've gone through like this spiritual journey, and right now you're just kind of in a state of happiness and relaxing, and there's no kind of being annoyed by the broken promises or wondering why. And it's just really, this person was not emotionally available, and they were just choosing their lives or their job over the relationship. I definitely see in the future somebody new coming into your life with this card. And I do feel you've gone over a hurdle, possibly a little bit of an addiction, maybe a little bit of wine drinking too often, or just a little hurdle. I don't see a very profound or very just something that kind of took over your day-to-day life. I don't see that, but I do see that there was a little bit of it that you have recently put to rest. So with this letting go card, I really sense your future heading in this direction, but I also feel it's already there. Like you're just so close to it. You're like right there. So we have everything is indeed out of control, and God would hold it all. I can safely let go. And I feel you really know that with this Hermit card, and right side each other. I feel you're kind of learning to just let it go, let things go, and opening yourself up to somebody that's possibly even more emotionally available. Those are really all the messages I'm getting for your reading group number 2. If this resonated for you, please give this video a like or a comment. I sell personalized readings on the description down below. And if this reading just did not resonate with you, that's okay. We had group 1 and group 3 available. as well as any future readings. But that's all I'm getting for you. So with that, I let you go and take care, guys. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this pile, now this is your reading. For this pile, we have the Moldavite, or the green snowflake, as some people like to call it. And for this situation, we have you've moved on. I see. For our tea leaves, we have younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman, a box, you will receive a gift, a fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair, and a bear, danger, especially in money matters. So for this reading, we have 7 of Swords, Page of Cups, King of Wands, as well as, oops, not from here, the Empress, the 8 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and last, Limitless. So I feel that somebody was very sneaky with you, kind of playing with your mind, being sneaky, being tactful when they're around you, or with your energy, with your maybe even finances. But definitely there was like a little bit of a Dirty John sneakiness, Dirty John energy. If you're a male thinking of a female, this is for what they wish they had told you reading. But I feel some sneakiness and some like Dirty John type energy. Somebody kind of messing with your mind, messing with your money, messing with the situations, possibly doing this to multiple people even. I feel this is what it's kind of manifested from, where you've just kind of like sick of it. I have this energy of just the door is just absolutely closed. I don't see you even too much like wondering about this person, or even if there was any kind of reconciliation. Just the door is shut, and it's really because of this person's kind of like sneakiness and Dirty John, kind of like a predator. I'm sensing just this kind of like dirty person, this dirty type behavior. I don't know if you're the younger woman, if this includes a younger woman, but it just includes like a lot of dirty actions, like a lot of painful, at the time it was painful kind of acts, but manipulative and depleting and taking from you. I see a lot of just bad behavior that you're just no longer, like if this person ever was in the vicinity, you're just not even available to even kind of like fake that they're not there. You're just like out, like the door is just so shut. I'm sensing you're a very attractive person. I'm getting the sense you're very possibly youthful, or in your youthful energy, you're very sexually attractive. You fit the mold of feeling very sexually attractive and sexually desirable. You kind of know this about yourself. I feel a lot of people tell you this, and you're used to kind of hearing how attractive you are. If you have a very voluptuous body, a very fertile looking body, or a very beautiful face, I feel you're just very attractive overall. And I feel you know this about yourself. You're kind of in you're kind of in the level of dating up-leveled people or men, or the energy of men or women. But I feel you kind of know about your attraction. And that's kind of how this person had gone into your life, and they used a lot of, I just see this like suits and dirty John type energy, just somebody that had everything put together, wore the right clothes, said all the right things, and it was just something very charming that you're kind of into because of probably the level of your attraction. You think somebody has to level up to the level of how physically attractive you are. You kind of require mentally this type of lifestyle, this type of exaggerated amount of wealth and dining. But I feel you really came across somebody that's very sneaky. Like they probably had like a lot of unpaid bills, or you know, they drove something that was borrowed, and I feel they kind of took you for a ride. And I have this energy that you're just so not available to it. I'm sensing they're kind of still doing this to people, and you know about it. With this bear card and danger into money matters, it's kind of concerning. This person possibly even took you for a ride or borrowed money from you without paying it back, or without intentions of paying it back. And I sense there's definitely better happening for you with this King of Wands. There's kind of just better energy available to you if you're willing to, I don't want to say lower your standards, but I feel that you think your standards have to be extremely high because of the level of attraction you have. I feel you're highly attractive, and you think that somebody has to kind of come with their best foot forward, or already at the status that you need them to be. But I felt this is kind of what got you into this situation of this really dirty person, this dirty John, this predator type person that kind of just was like so darn sneaky. Like I think you could laugh at it now. I have this sense of wanting to laugh a lot with you, because you just kind of knew he was just like so dang stupid. But now it's, you know, with this Limitless card, I feel you kind of, you're just like at this really other level that you can see these signs right away. Like I don't know why I was sensing there's like a lot of luxury items, and you can sense, like you could see already the brand is like, that's not real. Whereas before you were just like, whoa, kind of in a tunnel vision for this person. I feel your hopes is also to accumulate someone with a lot of wealth. I sense there's a lot of wealth in your life, and a lot of attractive people like yourself and who you date. But I feel this person really took you for a ride, and I feel they don't care. For some reason, I feel they're still doing it, and they even probably have like a mugshot out there. Like if you really looked, I feel like they're kind of like wanted in a different country even, or they do like shystery stuff in other places, or it's going to come out eventually. And I feel they don't really feel too bad. Like they possibly felt a little bad, but I think they blew something from you, like your financial status or something. And the message that they wish they could say is really, I don't really see a positive one. I just see them not really having like a moral compass, or even a conscience. I see this person really, really dirty, really sneaky. I feel the message overall would come from being limitless. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. So I feel your receiving is not just tangible. It's not just the riches and the glamour. I feel there's a lot you're meant to receive, which is just this wonderful energy with these hands kind of opening up a butterfly. I feel you're meant to receive this type of energy more than something tangible. Even I feel you want this tangible dynamic where it includes money and status and money status, the cars, the house, and you're kind of used to that. But I feel the universe wants to give you something else, and it's more within the spirit and within the energy and some peace of mind. I feel you're kind of worried about getting played from them. You're kind of worried about everybody's tricks. I'm not sure if this is stopping you from dating, but it is. You're highly sensitive to the tricks now. You're highly self-aware of it. And I feel this person just really didn't have a conscience, and the door is just completely closed. And like I said, they're probably still doing these dealings elsewhere. But I feel you're going to receive, with this gift card in this box, you're just going to receive the satisfaction. Possibly their sneakiness comes to an end, like where they get caught or they get kind of really posted out there where it's not easy for them to accumulate this kind of sneaky behavior. But yeah, I overall see that they just didn't have a conscience. They don't have a conscience. And they probably will live their life not having a conscience, to be honest. So with that, group number 3, I'm sorry it wasn't a very positive reading or positive message that I could give you, aside from the universe coming through for us with this really touching message about kind of your energy. You are going to receive something. It's not a message today, but it's something in energy. And it's just something that you can't buy, or nobody can give you, or nobody can really take it from you. It's just yours, and it's meant for you, and you get to have it, and nobody will ever be able to take that from you or be sneaky with it, and you get to protect it along with the universe. So with that, if this reading resonated for you, please give it a comment, a like. I offer personalized readings down in the description. And if it just completely didn't, that's okay. We had group 1 and group 2, as well as future readings. And with that, I leave you guys and take care. Bye, friends.